Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela. Thank you so much for joining me. And I used to be a beauty blogger. Now I'm more of a mommy blogger, but sometimes I put on my beauty blogger hat, especially when there are new products that come across my radar. And so I have two of them today that I'm going to show you and talk about because they're new to me and I found out about them and I was like, they sound great. So the first is the Duvolle 32 millimeter Desire Series Curling Wand. I do have a coupon code for you for this. Thank you, Duvolle, for sending me this so that I could try it. I haven't had a plain curling wand in a very long time, and I swear by them. I think they're amazing. So I was excited whenever they sent me this, and if you want $66 off of it, check the description box below. The other product that I'm going to tell you about today is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This is a medium coverage foundation that is buildable, and you can layer it depending on how much coverage you do want. I personally prefer more of a lighter coverage these days because as I'm going live to you now, we are still in a pandemic. And so I feel like my overall look has just become more natural. So speaking of natural, I don't want to say anything about myself, but I'm looking a little rough right now. I'm talking, I got a long way to go. So let's dive right in. We're going to start with hair and this Duvolle curling one. I'm going to show you how I make my beachy type of curls. They're very simple. Like, you guys probably all know how to do this because you've seen probably like a zillion YouTube tutorials, but I'll tell you kind of like the thing that I've noticed people doing that I think is just unnecessary. What I see is girls are using curling irons and they're clamping all the way down and they're making their beach curls, which are like round. And I feel like that's not as in style anymore. And what they're doing is they are using a straightener to straighten their ends. And so I'm like, you're doing two steps. Why? How about just do one step with the wand? And so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just taking sections of my hair. This is all my natural hair. It's not a lot of it. And I'm basically just using the wand to do, the thing that I typically do. And then I'm leaving the end out. You see how I'm leaving kind of a little tail out? And that is making that more modern curl that I feel like, oh, you know what? It would actually help if I plugged it in. How about that? How about that? That would be useful. Let's give it a shot. All right. So, sorry about that. There's a little switch on my thing that I didn't have going on. So that's going to wait. But basically, it's going to heat up quickly, which is good because I've tried it before and it really is a good curling wand. But what I'll tell you is when you leave the tail out, whenever you do your curls like that, it gives you that more modern curl with the straight ends. I see some girls, in my opinion, I don't want to judge them, but I feel like they take it too far because it's like they do curls up here and then they leave this big chunk of straightness down at the bottom. And I'm like, I know you're trying to be 2021, but that's a little bit much. I personally prefer the curls to kind of go down. And I've also noticed the curls are less round. They're more of like a bend. So I get it. If you want to pull out your straightener, you can. Me personally, I'm just going to go with, leaving my ends out and just keeping it as simple as possible. And then if you want, use some texturizing spray, that kind of thing. All right. So this is actually... it's actually plugged in, so let's do it. All right, so I'm just gonna wrap the hair around, and they do have a heat protectant glove that comes with it. I don't really need it personally, so because I just, again, I'm a mom, so I'm not really trying that hard. I'm literally just doing like the bare minimum with my appearance, which is why products that save me time. Ooh. Yes, girl. I just got the comment. I don't know if you're watching live, but you say that, the clamps can cause breakage, so wands are good. I also feel like wands are good for thick-haired girls that are like pressed for time because you can just separate your hair into two big sections. Literally just take the entire, like half your hair and wrap it with the wand. Use your heat protected glove to hold it there for like 30 to 60 seconds. And when you let it go, you'll have that big modern, like just a bend, you know what I mean? So for girls who are in a hurry, even if you have thick hair, that is one option for you. So I'm doing the sections today just because why not? Date night with my husband tonight. But again, you see I'm leaving out at least a 2-inch tail. This is more like a 3-inch, so I'm probably taking it too far. I'm doing what we always do, which is, you make the curls go away from your face. And then if you really have hard to curl hair, like my Asian friends, like I have a Vietnamese friend, Erica Nguyen, and she told me, she's like, I have to hairspray my hair before and after I use a curling iron or a wand because her hair is very thick and coarse. And she was like, you know, the texture of my hair and the weight of it makes it hard for the curl to hold. So she does hairspray before and after, but because my hair is so fine, I don't need it. So this is what it looks like with the more straight ends. I'm gonna do the top layer. And you guys know my hair is super fine because I don't have any extensions in my hair right now. So I literally am just doing like one big chunk at the top. So I'm gonna do it like this, where I'm kind of doing a little bit of a lift. And then I'm gonna make it look a little bit more piecey. And if I feel like it, I'll do a little teasing. I probably will because I feel like my hair's so fine now. Oh, your curls fall out so quickly. Do you do hairspray before and after? Because I'm telling you, that is a trick that my Asian friends taught me, and it is magic. When I do have my extensions in, the curls don't last because the hair is so thick and heavy. And whenever I just, you know, spray it before and after, that is the only way that my curls will last. And I personally, just me, I prefer the way curls look when you do a wand more than a curling iron, or, you know, I know a lot of girls use a straightener to make curls, but I just love a wand because it's like, it gives you that, you know, kind of like that beachy look, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, now I'm going to put in a little bit of Tousled Texturizing Mist. This is from Monat. So I just have a little bit spritzed in my hand. I'm just going to go like this, and then I'm just going to piece it out. Like, I just, you know, I don't want it to look like I tried too hard. Like, I literally want my hair to look like minimal effort, because honestly, how fast would that was? That was like 5 minutes. And that's truthfully more time than I would typically take. So this is like the most undone possible curls that you could do. And again, I may tease it for y'all because, you know, y'all are my subscribers and you're special to me and I love you. So for your sake, I'm doing a little bit of tease, you know, giving a little bit of lift at the root to make it look like I got more hair than I really do. Yeah, definitely try the hairspray trick. I think that that will really make a difference for you. All right, so got a little bit of tease going on. That's it. All right, give a little bit of lift, super piecey, you know, nothing hard over here, like nothing super difficult, like a beginner can do this. So way to go, Duvolle. Thank you for sending me that curling wand because, again, I haven't had one in so long, and it's nice to just have a key tool that you can just turn to that's easy peasy. All right, so now I'm going to try this Urban Decay foundation. I'm super excited about it. Let me tell y'all why I was so excited. So the thing that really sucked me into this, that I was like, ooh, I've got to try this. It is kombucha filtrate and marula oil in this product. And I was like, what? Like, what? Say again? That sounds so amazing. It gives you up to 24-hour hydration, and it's lasting all-day moisture. Skin is significantly hydrated after 24 hours. It gives you a dewy, juicy finish and a healthy looking skin glow. Now, I used to do like a whole thing on my face where I would do like, you know, primer and like the whole shebang. But the way I feel right now, again, I'm talking about the pandemic, but it's because I just feel like as a society, the entire like beauty blogger, like super done look, it's like, it's still there, but it's Instagram, you know? And so tonight my husband and I are doing a, you know, a safe outdoor, we're going to eat on a patio at a restaurant. You know, obviously we're going to wear a mask because we're in Florida, it's required. And even if it weren't required, I'm like an extra cautious person and I would wear a mask. But you know, I'm going to be going to dinner with my husband. So I want to make an effort, but I don't want to go like too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this type of foundation, which has hydration in it, and that oil, I'm just like, we got to talk about this. This is literally the type of thing that I'm looking for because I can skip a step of primer and not have to worry about it because this is going to hydrate me and I'm not going to have like that cakey, settled in the fine lines kind of thing, you know. All right, so my skin is clean. Trying to remember if I moisturized. I think I did. I think I did moisturize. See, I'm a mom. It's so hard for me to remember, like, what was my skincare routine today? I can't even remember. I am in 30. This is the light shade. There's a wide variety of shades. By the way, I also have In the description box below, I have a link to urbandecay.com. You guys know where it is. And you know, there's all kinds of ways. I'm literally just being silly. Like, I'm literally just being so silly right now with the way that I'm putting this foundation on. I have discoloration there from my melasma when I got pregnant, and it's still there. I'm gonna just do that. So I'm gonna use this little buffing brush, and I'm gonna buff it in. Let me get a palette real quick. All right, so speaking of Urban Decay, Naked on the Run palette. This palette I have had for way too long. I love Urban Decay though. Like, to me, it's one of the premier beauty brands. Like, I trust everything that they come out with. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like every product, you know it's going to be good. They never have fails. So I just, you know, whenever I found out about this particular foundation, I was like, this is exactly what I need. Like, something that gives you that natural kind of glowy, dewy look, but yet buildable coverage. So again, my section right here, my melasma, you know, I want everything to be a little even toned. So I'm just buffing it in. Then I'm going to do an overall buff. I'm going to do an overall buff with my Becca Cosmetics, the One Perfecting Brush. Just to kind of smooth everything out, pull it down a little bit into my neckline. That's amazing. That is amazing. It's like a really good, not like too matte, but not like too greasy looking. Like, it's a really good in between perfect finish where I feel like my skin looks even toned, but it's not like that cakey mask look, and I'm happy about that. All right, so now I'm going to move on and I'm going to draw in my eyebrows. I will be using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. And I'm gonna just do what I typically do, which is I always kind of, you know, I have the microblading, but I try to redraw my line. Honestly, I could do a better job than this. I feel like I'm under pressure and I don't do my best work whenever people are watching me. And you know how everybody's all about like the carve out the brows? I don't do that anymore. Because again, I'm like, who am I trying to impress? My husband and I have been married for 10 years. He knows what my real brows look like. He's like, girl, those do not impress me at all. Okay, that's one brow. I know somebody's going to comment like, ooh, she needs to work on her brow skills. And I'll be like, you got me on a bad day. I have some good brow days where I'm literally like, ooh, brows on fleek. Today is clearly not that day. I did discover a new brow product. I'll tell you about it. It's actually really impressive. It's the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. And the reason I like it is because the tip of it is like, not a rectangle, but it's like an oval. So you can do like a more precise line. But I just was like, I'm going to go with the Benefit today because it's bigger. And this is like a little bit of an angle tip as well. But I am just doing it because it's bigger and it's a little bit quicker. And I'm doing this YouTube live. If I were doing like a pre-recorded YouTube, I would have gone with that other one because then I can speed it up. But as you guys know, doing brows, it's not the fastest thing in the world. I'm like, I got an audience. People are watching me. I'm under pressure. I'm not doing my best brows ever, but you know, it's something. All right, so we're going from there. Next up, since I've got this Urban Decay palette in front of me, I'm just gonna use this one, why not, for my eyes. I'm gonna do just this taupe color. I'm just gonna, you know, do the windshield wiper back and forth. Very simple, very basic. Like, I am not doing a smoky eye. I understand right now a lot of beauty bloggers are focused on heavy eye makeup because, you know, when you wear masks out in public, all they see are your eyes. But for me, I'm just like, you know, what is the point? So that's the one I'm going to put just kind of all over my lid. A little bit of shimmer right there. Then I'm going to take my pinky and this light color and kind of just do a little bit of brightness on the inner corner, just to kind of liven that up a little bit. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M441 brush. That was, by the way, this brush that I did for the crease was the E22 by Morphe. This is the M441, which is like the classic Morphe brush. And I'm just gonna lightly dip it in there, tap it off, and just do a bit of shading at the edge, just for a little bit of dimension. I swear to y'all, when I had my baby, I was like, I really shouldn't call myself a beauty blogger anymore. That's why I've kind of morphed my title into mommy blogger, because it's like, the only reason I have time to do this right now is because my husband took my son out of the house, because I'm like, mommy needs to do a YouTube live. Mommy has things to do. Mommy's just busy. All right, so this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the color Smoke. I love the Urban Decay Glide On pencils. This color is nice because it's not like Perversion, the shade Perversion from these 24/7 Glide On pencils. I use it a lot, but I feel like Smoke is, you know, it tends to be a little more gray-black instead of the dramatic black. So I like that. Okay. Doing my waterline. Oh, I should clean that up. I went a little too far out that edge. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Butterfingers over here. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. I'm also going to use Urban Decay mascara. I think it's the Urban Decay Perversion. And no, Urban Decay did not sponsor this video. Yes, they did send me the foundation to try for free. Thank you, Urban Decay. I will do the mascara now. Perversion, which I do like. Curling. For those of you who are watching right now live, because I see y'all, and thank you for tuning in, are y'all like me where it really soothes you to watch somebody do a glam up? Like you just want to glow up, right? And I don't know, I could just watch transformations like this all day. I am nosy. I want to know what other people do in their makeup routine. Like, what products are you using today? And because I am a beauty junkie, even though I am more of a mommy blogger than a beauty blogger, I'm still nosy about what products people are liking right now, you know, like what's on your radar. So comment below and let me know if you guys have discovered any new products recently. Oh, I got a little bit of mascara fleck on my lid. Y'all know we can't be having that. You got to fix it. Got to get it off. All right, fixed, gone. Sid, you're like, I buy makeup from watching other people. I do too. Honestly, Urban Decay as a brand came across my radar because so many of my friends were into it. Like, look, we all influence each other. And so when you have a bunch of people referencing one particular brand, like for me, Urban Decay made their mark with their, you know, with their naked palettes. Like it's literally, to me, their calling card. And then they branched out wisely, very wisely branched out and did more. So I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I'm not going to do any contouring. Honestly, I don't know why I'm making an effort with a bit of blush, because I probably will be wearing my mask to dinner. I'm going to sit down and take it off. You know what? Because of that, I'll do just a little warmth. This is not contour. This is like just warmth. Because the bronzer, to me, this bronzer, I don't like contouring with it. I think it just adds a little bit of warmth. A little bit of dimension. Oh, Lacey, I hear you with the sustainability. You know, don't even think I'm joking with you because, okay, for those of you who are tuning in later instead of live, Lacey was like, I'm looking for more sustainable makeup brands. And I love that. That's wonderful. By the way, this is vegan. I should have said that. This is a vegan product. The foundation is vegan. But I will tell you that you're going to laugh when I say this. You can actually make your own makeup. I don't want to. I'd rather just buy Urban Decay. That's just me. But I support those of you who are like, I want to see a more sustainable earth. Honestly, my full-time job is supporting sustainability because I represent solar PR for the company that I work for. So the word sustainability is literally on my mind like all day. You know what I mean? So I support that so much. This is the lip gloss that came in the palette. Lip gloss, Urban Decay. This is Sesso. It's ultra nourishing gloss, and I've used it before. It's just really basic and nice. This is literally just like, you know, your lips, but a hint of color, but not too much. So here we go. This is the finished look. You know, nothing crazy, nothing like, wow, she spent an hour on her makeup, because that was 21 minutes, but I talked through it and so it slowed me down, and I probably did more than I would have if you guys weren't watching, because if you weren't watching, I probably would have been like, I curled my hair in 2 big chunks. I put on some mascara and lip gloss and that is it. So I made an effort for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you who tune in, you guys know I love you, especially you, Lacey, because you my girl. We go back so far. But for the rest of you who are watching this later, I'm very appreciative of you tuning in. My channel is just, you know, it's so eclectic these days, which I know is not the thing on YouTube. You have to be like consistent and have a theme, and I just do whatever I want, you know, because I am that kind of person, and it is what it is. But I still love beauty, even though I don't really call myself like a beauty blogger anymore. I still love it. I go back to my roots with stuff like this. I get excited about makeup products, and when I do have the time to kind of pamper myself with a little bit of self-indulgence like this, it just feels good. Feels good. Anyway, you're right, Lacey. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. We've been friends for a long time. But for the rest of you who tuned in, I'm loving you guys so much, and thank you for staying tuned to the end. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and I hope that you join the family. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.